Hey buddies, how are you all? Welcome to Brahma Writings. Today I am here to discuss about PySpark UDF. UDF is nothing but user defined function. So before getting into the topic, I just want to introduce some basics about UDF first. Let's have a look. So UDF is user defined function. We use this when we need to create calculations that are not possible with existing standard PySpark functions. It is generally not recommended to use UDF always, but I recommend you to use Spark built-in functions and APIs whenever possible, because Spark built-in functions are very much optimized for distributed data processing. Using built-in functions can often be more efficient than UDFs. So, as discussed, UDFs are custom Python functions. UDFs are created using UDF function from PySpark SQL functions. So what are the advantages? We can reuse it whenever you create one UDF, right? You can reuse it across data frames. Okay, so that is a good advantage, and the maintenance also very simple, and it is better integrated. So we have many disadvantages actually. When you want to go with UDF, it is performance overhead and lack of optimization opportunities and debugging complexity. When you compare with Spark inbuilt functions, when there is an issue, debugging UDF can be more complex compared to regular Spark code, because errors in UDF might not provide clear error messages. You need to spend more time to resolve them. But you can create UDFs and make use of UDF across data frames on a required basis, because many projects will use UDFs if they are unable to create calculations using existing built-in functions. So here I'm going to show you with some practical use case. Let's see. So here I'm using Google Colab for this practical session. So let's get started. So let me import Spark session first. I think I need to install PySpark first. Without this, we cannot move forward. Looks it is already there. That's fine. Now I have imported Spark session already. Now I'm going to create one Spark session. Okay. Here I'm giving app name as Brahma. Let it get completed. Yeah, it's done. So here is my data. There are only two columns. One is name and another one is salary. Let me execute this cell, and here are the columns name and salary. Now if you see this one, here I am creating data frame out of this data and these two columns. Okay, df is equal to spark dot create data frame. Now I am creating data frame. Let me show you the data. df.show. If it is having many records, it is better to check only one or two records actually. So you can limit the results using this way. So if you want to see only one record, you can also retrieve only one record, because it won't take much time and don't utilize more resources. So we can leave this. It's not required. Now here is the function UDF, user defined function. So it will be available with PySpark SQL functions. Sometimes we write like this because if you don't know the exact function, you can give star so that it will report all the functions for you. But here I know what I need to use, right? So I'm importing UDF like this. Let me use this way. Now next, if you see here, this is the piece of code I'm writing to achieve user defined function. This is the function I'm defining here with the name convert case, and here is the logic. Okay, before getting into the logic, let me tell you something. So in my data there is a column named name. Okay, the column name itself is name. There are many records starts with small letter, lowercase letter. So my user defined function converts this lowercase letter to uppercase. That is the functionality that I am going to achieve now. So this is the logic. Let me tell you the logic. So in Python, indexing, right? Suppose if there is any word problem, if you want to print only first character, you should give like this. A0 is B and A1 is R. Okay, like this we can index the word. So if you see here, let me write it again. If you see it here, Z of 0 is B. So it will take that B and it will automatically convert that B into capital uppercase. After that, plus Z of 1 column. So this means it leaves only B, the remaining will get added to this one. The remaining will get added to this output, except the first one. Okay, let me export this. Now let me show you the schema of DataFrame. Yeah, before showing you the result, here we need to discuss how we are going to create UDF here. So this is the function, right? From this we need to we need to convert this particular function into UDF. Okay, this is the way we can create. So here is the print schema, and now here if you see, I'm importing call function. Whenever you want to do some modifications, or whenever you want to perform some data type change or new column, or changing the existing column, right? Whenever you want to perform column based operations, you must import the column function. So I'm importing it. If you see here, again I am defining data frame with column. This is the new column I am creating, and for that column this is the logic for the new column. So let me show you df.show. It will give us the new column. Okay, see, if you see here, if you compare the new column with the old existing column called name, you will see the difference. Here the name is Brahma, here also Brahma, but the first letter is capital here and the first letter here small, lowercase, the same, but here it is already capital letter, so it gave us the same result. So this way, using Google Colab, I first installed PySpark here and imported one Spark session, and I have given data, created data frame out of it, and here is the result, initial result. After that, I have imported UDF function, and I have created one user-defined function. Okay, after that, I converted that particular function into UDF for PySpark. After that, this is the print schema, and after that, I imported column function, and I have created a new column with column function, and here is the result. This way, once you create that particular UDF file, you can make use of it across the data frames on a required basis. But the thumb rule is we must go with Spark inbuilt functions. If at all you are unable to find a matching or required function within built-in function, then only we need to go with the custom created user-defined function. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Happy data engineering.